Welcome to the Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm good. I think that like it becomes tough after a while to like try to empathize in every scenario. Like
Okay.
Like, I don't know. I really try to put myself in other people's shoes, and I really try to give people the benefit of the doubt all the time, right?
Can I just say we've started a couple episodes with not only just this like tone, but you've started with this sentiment. So sounds like Josh is getting a little more judgmental, getting a little more over people.
It's not even over people. It's literally just that I'm starting to get confused. Sometimes you genuinely cannot understand what someone was thinking before something happened. You know?
Okay, yeah.
And like I've stopped trying to pretend I would have done the same thing under the same circumstances. And maybe that's just an immature version of empathy where you're like, "Oh, maybe I would have done that if I were them or if I were in their situation, whatever."
I don't know if it's an immature form of empathy. I think
it's not true, so that's why I'm saying it might be immature. Basically, I was okay. So our hotel, I'm in Atlanta for the week, and our hotel it's near Chick-fil-A.
God damn it.
And today
I didn't think that big of an opening was going to be a Chick-fil-A story, but go ahead.
Well, just today I was walking, and we're near Olympic Park, and so I was walking across Olympic Park to get to the venue. And from, so I was going a very roundabout way. I'm, really just trying to enjoy my day, so I'm taking my time getting there, right? Mm-hmm. And there was a guy that was leaving Chick-fil-A.
Sure.
And he had just too many drinks. Like, at a certain amount of drinks, you need to come back for these drinks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
or bring a friend.
Yeah, because
bring one of the friends who is getting one of those drinks.
Yeah, every cup holder except for the handheld cup holders that only have 2 has 4 spots. Mm-hmm. There's a 5th spot if you're creative enough and you plan ahead well enough. There is a 5th spot in the middle.
Specifically the tray one with the little divots, because a lot of them do those carry ones now with the handles, and those don't have the 5th spot. So that's why I wanted to be.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about the same thing. The if you're creative with the
cardboard
tray,
ones with the handle.
No. The cardboard ones with no handle.
No, that's what
have
I was saying.
The 5th one, yeah.
That's what I was saying. Those have the 5th spot, but a lot of places have switched to those just kind of cardboard, like little carry ones with a handle. Those don't have the 5th spot. That's what I was just trying to clarify.
So then basically he had already enough for 10 drinks, right?
Uh-huh.
My man only has 2 hands.
Sure.
He had a third. I don't know how he expected. First of all, I don't know how he got out the door. Because I didn't see him walking out of the Chick-fil-A specifically. They were Chick-fil-A drinks, and Chick-fil-A's right around the corner, right?
Right. Yeah.
But he's walking out, and he has propped up with the other 2 trays a third tray with 5 drinks on it.
Wait. So
okay. One hand
hold on.
has 5 drinks in one tray.
Sure, on the tray. Yes.
Another hand has 5 drinks in one tray.
Okay.
He's holding them together closely enough that they're holding up a third tray.
That's insane.
And like you would expect, I don't know if it was the wind or gravity or whatever.
Or fear.
Completely rational element took him out.
Yeah.
But the middle tray falls and just splashes him with all the drinks.
Sure. Yeah,
but then, because of the weight of the third tray not being there between the 2, the counterbalance just was off. And so the other 2 trays fall out of his hands. He didn't save a single drink.
You getting 15 drinks. You couldn't have one friend to come with you.
And at 15 drinks, they clearly need to hire another intern. I mean, I don't know what this man's job was, but
either he's an intern or he has 14 friends who don't care about him.
Because it was, first of all, the amount of liquid was too much. It looked like it rained on him from just the knees down.
I'm sure even if you get like a medium at a place like that, they're pretty healthy sized cups. And now imagine if they're all larges.
Yeah.
Shitloads of sweet tea on them.
Socks were soaked. And it's not even the type of person you can help, because he just stood in it for a second. Like, you can see him just gathering himself.
No, there's not a thing you can do except for walk up and just like put a hand on his shoulder and be like, hey, another day, buddy.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's a new day. Forget today. You're done. You've done all of today that you can do.
Easily $65 worth of beverage before tax.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
and you can't just go back in and be like, I dropped it. Can you do that again?
Can you do all of that again? And I don't. I don't know this person at all. I don't know what their situation or their life is like. But it seemed like the way that they just stopped. It did not seem like. First of all, the color on their pants suggested it was not all 15 lemonades. Like, these seem like very as specific as you can get at Chick-fil-A drinks.
Remember how you used to go down the fountain and they used to call it a suicide? You'd get one of everybody. You'd get one of every drink,
One of everybody, yeah.
You get one of everybody, but you go through and get one of every drink. So he's now wearing a suicide fountain drink on his shirt now.
Yeah, suicide is a very apt word for...
I don't know if everyone called it that, but we used to call it that when
I've heard of that before.
We were kids. Okay. Yeah. It's a fucked up term, but that's what we called it when we were kids.
I feel like there's only so much a person can like reasonably be asked to do, and like even ask of yourself. And that's why I was like, in life, I used to be the person to be like, that poor guy just fighting to get his 15 drinks wherever he needed to get them. But knowing how the world is, and knowing that he is probably also staying at the same hotel as me, which means he's next to the Chick-fil-A, which means someone probably sent him to just get all the drinks.
Right.
And not even hold a door open.
Right, yeah.
I'm like, at a certain point, bro, you got to stand up for yourself.
Yeah.
You have to be like, I have two hands. If I could carry 15 drinks, I wouldn't be working here. I'd be on America's Got Talent. I'd be through to the next round. Like, you can't just
walking around stage with trays just going, Howie?
Yeah. Because you can't just let people be unreasonable and then be like, clearly, if I believe in myself, I can do this completely unreasonable thing.
It's weird little things that are making you less empathetic. It's been mostly, I think, food related, too.
Yeah, almost always. Yeah.
What is it about food situations like that make you particularly annoyed with humans and make you lose that empathy for people?
You know what's gonna happen, so just move accordingly. Like you know what life is. You know what.
This is a great statement coming from you, by the way.
No. I'm. There's a level. At 15 drinks, you're not paying attention to life.
I just love the profoundness of this.
No, but
this beverage run, the profound effect this beverage run had on you.
But at 15 drinks, because here's the thing, you cannot let yourself. You can't let yourself become a slave to someone else's delusion, right?
Right, yeah.
So if someone is like, oh, hey, go out there and bring me back 15 drinks with your bare hands, no matter how much you love them or this job or believe in them or yourself, reality is going to have a check-in with you at some point. It just feels like an unfortunate trap in how we, as a society, function.
I know I asked you at the start of this episode, but you good?
I'm fine. I don't think In life, I think I'm trying to carry 8 drinks. Like, it's a lot, but it's not crazy. That's literally what the tray is made for.
For sure, yeah.
I mean, I think in summation, just don't have 5 kids. I guess I don't know what I'm even getting at. Really, it's just it felt exhausting to see.
10 friends is enough. 10 friends is enough. I think is what you're saying.
10 friends is enough.
10 friends enough. 10 friends already might be too many.
To get drinks for, yes.
Forget drinks for it, yeah.
That's wild.
Which actually you gotta add you in there. So 9 friends is enough because you're the 10th. You're the 10th drink slot. And those 5th slots on the thing are bonus slots too. So really, let's trim it down. 7 friends is really all you need.
Yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Okay. Move accordingly. 7 friends. That's all you need.
3. Yeah, I mean,
one tray. One tray. Yeah, I think have less friends. Have less friends. Be less sticky. Well, It wasn't until I finished saying it that I didn't like it.
How are you?
I'm doing okay. I'm all right. I want to tell you about something that happened to me the other night. Didn't really happen to me, but it was something I had to deal with for a second. I think I've talked before how I'm a substitute teacher, but I run a theater department. So I work with high school kids directing a play right now. We had rehearsal last night. Last night was Halloween night too, so people are out and about. Stuff's happening. But I'm having rehearsal with my kids, and then as we're finishing up, suddenly a bunch of my kids, their phones start blowing up from their parents, and all the messages say are like, "Don't leave school alone, leave in groups." Like, that's all we're getting. So alarming messages, to just like vague alarming messages, very horror movie messages from parents. Mm-hmm. And then we get like finally someone's like, "Oh, they're looking for a guy who's out in town." Like the police are looking for a guy. Keep in mind, very, very small town, right? So my kids are all freaking out now, and they're like, "When we all leave, can you come with us? Can you check our cars, like look in trunks and back seats?" I'm like, "Absolutely, we'll do that." I'm like, "Go get your stuff. Everyone go get their stuff out of their lockers." I go outside, and there's like trucks driving around. People are just out and about looking, I think, for this guy too. We're trying to check on stuff, and there's a parent pulling a van through the parking lot. And they're like, "Oh, are you guys wrapping up?" I'm like, "Yeah, I'm about to lead them out. We're going to check cars." She goes, "Cool." And I was like, "What's going on?" They go, "Oh, he has a gun." And I go, "Oh, shit." And then I go back into the school, and then it's just me in the school. There's no other staff. And keep in mind, I am not a full-time teacher. So really, I shouldn't be in charge of most things. Mm-hmm. So I go inside. The only other adult there is the night janitor, and I ask her, and I just tell her, I'm like, "Oh, hey, by the way, I guess they're looking for a guy, who has a gun." And she goes, "Oh, well then we have a couple doors in this school that are open till 9 p.m. We need to lock down the school, you and me, and like follow full like active shooter lockdown protocol, a janitor and a substitute teacher."
I mean, what a buddy cop comedy.
Right? What an adventure that would be.
Yeah.
Luckily, before we had to really go nuts, because I was about to go like lock the kids in the library, and then we were going to go like door to door locking them, we got confirmation they caught the guy. Guy was on the run. He was wanted for stuff in Missouri, I guess. But luckily but there was just a quick moment of me being like, "Oh shit, I need to suddenly be a teacher. I need to suddenly be an administrator and protect these kids."
I mean, honestly, if you are on the run, small town is not the move. Like, I can't even believe. Obviously, if you're on the run, you're running, so you're not getting to be choosy about where you're running through.
Yeah.
But hey, the place where everybody knows everybody is not the place you want to walk. Imagine walking into Cheers and being Ted Bundy.
Ted! Yeah.
It's like, guys, there are regulars here.
Yeah, you gotta go. I mean, where only some know your name. No, but you gotta. It's like a mid-tier town, right? Mm-hmm. If you gotta leave, you gotta flee a city. major cities have big, police task force and stuff like that. Small town like mine, everyone knows everybody. So we know when there's someone new in town that no one knows, right? You got to go slightly bigger. You got to go a mid-tier town where everyone kind of knows each other, but not well. You know what I mean?
Or like at least enough people that people look like people. Like if you saw someone in passing and they look enough like somebody else that you just let them go. That would also be a good place to be. But just a small town with one high school, because there's one high school, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, with one high school, it's like that. You're getting caught, bro. You're done.
Yeah. What you're saying is you need a high enough likelihood of there being a doppelganger.
Yes, exactly.
You want to maybe look like a guy maybe you've seen in passing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like when you are, I've never been on the run. I imagine you make a lot of snap decisions, which is probably why people get caught. But like, I don't know. As soon as you told me he was on the run, in my head, in this story, I was like, they're catching this dude. This is like, there's not that many people here.
Yeah. No.
Even if you put on a fake mustache, we still don't know your head.
Yeah, this isn't like back in the day where you just wander into Old Town and just say like, "Oh, I'm this guy. I'm Jerry here." Any work? That time doesn't exist anymore.
Not only does it not exist anymore, even the small town will have the internet. So even the small town is like, wait, let me just put your face next up to this wanted poster on my phone.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of your phone, what are you just gonna look down at that the whole time? You keep in mind we are videoing us,
yeah, I'm trying to find something that I was trying to find something that related to your on the run thing.
Oh, on the run thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Damn. Okay. I can't find it, but basically it was it sucks. Yeah. I did all that looking for nothing.
Because it's hard when I start telling a story and you immediately only look down at your phone the whole time. It really makes me feel like you just don't want to hear the fucking story.
No, I'm always excited when you tell a story. I'm always like, oh man, I want to like have a thing for when you're done, and then I.
Well, that sounds more like you're excited for me to be done.
No, for when you're done. I want to like.
I'm joking. I'm joking.
Oh, here's the thing with when you're on the run. Like here's some like on the run tips, whatever. And then there was there's
some on the run. I don't know if we should though be getting into on the run tips fully.
I guess,
fuck it, let's do it. What's some on the run tips? Think of some off the top of your head.
Off the top of my head, don't go to a small town.
We get that one.
Yeah.
Number one, don't small town. This is another situation where not having more than 3 friends is going to help you. Less people to rat you out.
Mm-hmm. Also,
move accordingly.
Cash is king.
Cash is king. It rules everything around me.
Cash will get you
$1 bill, y'all.
Safely into many places. Just know where to stay. Most hotels need a credit card now.
Yeah.
So then there's no amount of cash. In fact, if you offer to pay extra,
they're definitely not letting
you. They'll be like, we can't let you in now.
I mean, I think there are still hotels you probably could still get into, but you are leaving itchy. Let's put it that way.
Yeah. Do you know there's still some hourly motels?
Yeah.
Wow.
There's a couple in Chicago, yeah.
I mean, can we talk about the levels of potential filth? Like, I'm not saying they're all dirty. They don't all have to be dirty.
But you're also not saying that.
I'm saying, like, for an hour, you either have to have the most fit and fresh for the day cleaning, like I can only imagine, like, your cleaners have to be actual athletes,
right,
to get the rooms properly clean for an hourly motel.
They're going and like sweeping and scrubbing like they're curlers in the Olympics.
Yeah. You probably got to have two in the room at a time so that someone's working on the bed while someone's working on the bathroom and like all that stuff. It's just chaos.
Yeah.
And honestly, I don't. Yeah. No, it's hourly. Anyway, if you're on the run, I suppose you'll also want to have like caps and shades for all occasions. I will say that now
Caps and shades for all occasions.
Now you want to probably wear a mask. You know?
Yeah.
A mask
Like a
will
Halloween
help.
mask? No.
And I think that's really all you can do is not use there's too much CCTV now. Now, if you did it and they want to catch you, they're going to get you.
They're going to get you. They're going to get you good, yeah. Okay, so
what do you
our
have
main
on
tips?
the list?
Avoid small towns. So I'm recapping yours quick. So avoid small towns.
Mm-hmm.
Bring cash. Hats. Hats are a plus. We'll go hats and masks. We'll just make that as one point.
Okay.
Hats and masks. I'd say probably, restrict your diet a little bit. Don't eat things that are going to upset you. Because you don't want to be on the run and then you got to blow up a toity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that would be funny though if like they catch you and they catch you in the toilet because you're on a train and it's like true catch me if you can style, but then you really got a boo boo, right? Like you.
Yeah.
And so then you go to the bathroom and you over here just sitting there, just like. And then now you brought attention to yourself because it's like, hey, why is this train car stank? And it's like, oh, it's whoever's in there. And
those dogs gonna find you.
You walk out and forget the hat, forget the shades. Everybody remembers you. Everybody remembers what you look like, what you wearing, because you blew up a bathroom on an Amtrak train.
Yeah. So, listen. I like to eat ice cream to alleviate stress, but when you're on the run, I'd say avoid dairy. Generally
avoid dairy. Avoid anything that's going to cause inflammation, right?
Yeah.
So then there's one second.
This needs to be the healthiest you've ever eaten in your life.
I'll look it up right now because now this is. I mean, people need to know the facts because there are certain foods that inflame you. Actually, I would even stay away from broccoli because if you're having any stomach issue, broccoli exacerbates it.
Yes, that's true. That is true.
I'd also say stay away from soy.
Mm-hmm.
I think that like soy and some people, there are things that there's a whole diet plan to find the foods that you're allergic to if you can't take the allergy test.
Mm-hmm.
And there are things that people are mildly allergic to that will never come up in a big way. Like it'll never be as bad as a peanut allergy. But you're mildly allergic, so it's going to give you like the runs or something. I would say soy, and then you already hit dairy. Then you're also going to like really, really want to keep in line with your overall bread intake because like inflammation is also a huge factor in just generally not feeling well.
Right. What do you do? You eat too much gluten-y stuff, you're going to get a little sleepy.
I would say go to cryotherapy, but that's just me. If you go to a cryotherapy and you go ahead and get blasted with some cold, lock out some of that inflammation.
Yeah.
Right?
So if you're in a town that has a cryotherapy lab, clinic, I guess cryotherapy clinic,
storefront. I mean, is really just a tank.
Storefront. Okay.
It's really not that special. It's just sort of a tank and it's a walk-up situation as well. You really don't even need to make an appointment.
All right. So city that has an ice box, do that. Okay, so if you're going to be on the run, let's focus on the run part of it, man. You got to be this is got to be the best shape you've been in your life.
Yeah.
Okay, take care of that body. Watch your diet. Honestly, going on the run might be the best thing that's ever happened to you.
Honestly, going on a run might be tantamount to going on a marathon run. Like, I feel like a marathon shape, because you're going to need to run at a given moment, so you're going to need to stay limber. You're going to need to stay toned.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people think that muscle tone is physique. Muscle tone is actually, the definition of muscle tone is actually how quickly your muscles can spring into action.
Right.
We've made it an aesthetic thing of like, oh, you're so toned is and you look cut.
Right.
But it has nothing to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're going to want to stay toned. You're going to want to stay hydrated, but not so hydrated that you keep running to the bathroom.
You don't want to keep going to the bathroom.
This is honestly the what do you want to call it? How do I describe this? This is honestly the fine line of hydration between being dehydrated and being
thin
so
yellow
hydrated
line?
that you're. This is sure.
I can tell you liked it though, actually.
No.
Yeah. The thin wet line.
If you have to pee too much, you're going to be looking for bathrooms instead of looking out for exits. You know what I mean?
Oh.
You're also going to be going.
I like the way you worded
places. You're going to be going in places.
What's in places? People and cameras usually.
Yeah. So now it's like, okay, we're looking for a suspect on the run. 5'10", white male, shades, hat.
Always saying, gotta go.
Gotta go. Usually enters establishment saying, get out of the way, as he heads towards the lavatory.
Move.
Yeah. Tends to stay in these bathrooms for anywhere from 30 to 40 minutes.
Yeah. Terrible diet, clearly in there for too long.
Imagine,
starts as one thing, becomes another thing.
Imagine if they truly catch you off of bathrooms. Like you're not using credit cards. You're just getting caught on CCTV. Is literally like a whole Law & Order episode of like, yeah, I saw him. And it's like, it's also a guy holding it. He's like holding, because he needs to go to the bathroom so bad. And he's holding it. And he's like, the detectives are standing in front of the bathroom. And he's like, please. And it's like, hey, someone was murdered. So maybe if you could help us try to find who did it. Because the cops love doing that on every cop show. They remind you the stakes for the other people, for the victims.
Mm-hmm.
And then it's supposed to shame you into talking to them in that moment.
Right.
But imagine you really got to go to the bathroom. And he was just here. And you don't know where he went, but you know he was just here. And the cops are interviewing you. And you're like, can I please go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
And it's like, listen, someone lost their life. And you could help us before it happens again.
Yeah.
Okay?
No one lost their life here. It was somewhere else. But the guy we're looking for is just fucking up so many bathrooms.
All right.
Everywhere we go.
Skid marks everywhere.
We call him the skid marks killer.
He literally is just using the bathrooms of the people that he's killed.
That's his calling card.
Yeah.
Well, just to see like them chasing that fugitive and having the scene where the detective puts it together, where he remembers how every gas station they've gone to that he's been spotted at, the bathroom has been taped off.
Yeah.
And he puts it together. Wait a minute.
He lights a match every time.
Okay, so we got manage your diet, stay hydrated, get fit if you're going to go on the run.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, get fit if you're going to go on the run. But also, look, I think that we have to talk about, we can't talk about this thing without talking about the detective that's going to be looking for this guy. You need a grizzled detective who, like, used to have a butthole, but now he just doesn't. He lost it.
Now,
in a case.
hold on. Well,
because, you always need the detective and the serial killer to be polar opposites. Every good Morgan Freeman cop movie has a serial killer that's the opposite of him.
Right, yeah.
You really need someone who's just backed up, constipated. You really need someone who, like,
instead of like popping Tylenol or Pepto like they always do, he's just full on, just like popping laxatives, just like all the time. Nothing's happening.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that he's like partially because the best detectives are also people who have it in them to be serial killers, which is why they can catch them. And so I think that what you're going to get in a story like this is you're going to finally get someone who sees the crimes, right? Sees the murders,
Right.
sees the bathrooms, and is just like almost a little jealous. He wishes he could let loose like that. He wishes that in his life, he had the level of, like, he's too restrained, you know? He has too much control, and he wishes he could be as crazy as this guy is. Because he can't even go. He can't even go in a public one. So if like you see where this dude is like killing people and then using their bathroom. This detective, he can't even go if he's at like a baseball game.
Right.
And he goes to the bathroom and he really needs to like use the bathroom. He can't go because there's so many other people there. So he sees how free the killer is.
Right.
And there's a part of him that he'll never explain to anybody. He'll never, because he's scared of people seeing that side of him. Because once you hear from someone how much they respect or maybe even admire a killer, you're never going to look at them the same way, you know?
Yeah.
And so I think from...
But he takes stuff the wrong way, though, because people will be like, God, Jackson, you're a real tight ass. And he's like, what'd you say to me?
Yeah, yeah. So he gets in fights with other detectives.
Nothing's tight down there. It's normal, and it comes out normal. Fuck you.
And I got to be honest with you. I think that our man, our detective, I think he's having some issues that he knows, he's aware are going to bubble to the surface, and he honestly didn't even want to take the case. He didn't want to take the case at all.
No,
his captain made him take this case.
I bet he was about to retire. Okay, he was about to retire early because he knows if he doesn't, it's destroying his family. His life, his personal life is falling apart.
He was about to retire to the lavatory when they were like, hey, don't go in there. We have a case for you. And he was like, I can't right now.
Right.
And they were like, you're the only one who can do this.
Yeah.
And he gets to the scene of the crime. And he's honestly shocked that someone could so maliciously and brutally violate this bathroom. Like, yeah, there's a dead person there too. But like the bathroom is really what's of concern. Yeah.
And it's like a really fresh dead person too. Like they're all walking in like with handkerchiefs over their mouths, but it is not because of a corpse smell at all.
Yeah, this person's been dead for like 20 minutes.
It's like it just happened. It's honestly amazing they didn't catch the guy.
Yeah. The bathroom, and you want to know the how you know the killer is truly unhinged?
Mm-hmm.
You want to know how you know that this person is like on the run but also out of their mind, like calculated enough to kill and get away with it, but unhinged enough to know that they've left the edges of society behind.
Mm-hmm.
Every time they use the bathroom, they take the handle with them.
To the toilet?
To the toilet, yeah. They steal the toilet handle so that nobody will ever be able to like use it again. I mean, you could use it again, but now you gotta, because no one really sell toilet handles like that. So do you have to replace the whole upper deck, or like that's how you know this person's a terrorist? Because like, who thinks like that? You know what I mean? Like, that's so chaotic to take the handle, because now you can't even. It's not even a toilet anymore. Now it's just a bowl of water. It's like unusable, truly, you know?
Right. Okay. So to recap, avoid small towns.
Uh-huh.
Hats are a plus.
Yeah.
Cash is king.
Mm-hmm.
watch your diet, eat healthy, right?
Also, he took the toilet handle because his fingerprints were on it, so he couldn't leave a trace.
It's the only thing he touches with his bare hand.
I mean, he had left all types of DNA in there, but like, he don't want to leave the handle because that's fingerprints. That's too easy. They're gonna get him quick.
Right. Make sure you're in shape, and make sure you find your opposite. You find your opposite detective.
No, you don't want to find your opposite.
You don't want that.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah. You actually
find a detective that's also pooping the way you are.
Yeah. You need to find a detective with like some serious bowel issues, because then he's gonna be too busy to catch you. This guy that I'm describing is a grizzled vet that is like has nothing but time to focus because his internal issues, and when I say internal issues, I mean his guts. They're so riddled with guilt over like unsolved cases and bad cheese that he's like, I have nothing to focus on but this case, and that's how you get caught.
You remember in Die Hard when the one cop's just like, I shot a kid, and he like says that, but instead this detective's like, I shit my pants.
Yeah. And then
what happened out there? Why are you right at the desk now? I shit my pants.
And then everyone else is like, okay, you got a wild side. All right. Everybody does. And he's like, no, I'm scared if I come into contact with this dude, I'll lose control. And it's like, all right, well, that's going to be a bridge that we come to where we cross it. Like, we can't not chase him down now because you're scared of what will happen. We have to be diligent. We can't be fearful, And so that's just where I'm coming from. Like, I think that this guy's like probably at least like 3 murders deep by the time we really get to know our hero detective. Because you know how like in a lot of these cop movies that with a versus the serial killer thing, what they will end up doing is they will be spending all this time. The first murder is how the movie starts. Then the second murder is like when the person's thinking about not taking it, right? Like half in, half out. And then there's a murder that happens. Now it's like, ooh, is that one on me because I didn't take it seriously enough initially? Then
it's usually that second murder is what makes it realize like, oh, this isn't a random thing. This is a serial killer thing. Oh, these are connected. That's usually what that one is.
And the third one is the taunt. The third one is the like, hey, you can't catch me. And they left their calling card, which is no toilet handle, right? And the person's like maybe even still alive. Like they have now this was really just a break-in and entering. Like they probably knocked the person over the head, but didn't kill them, So now you don't even know what you're really trying to solve. It's like there's 2.5 murders, and then there's a bunch of wrecked bathrooms, like more wrecked bathrooms than murders now.
Yeah, it starts becoming clear that the bathrooms are the goal and the murders are incidental. He's just trying to get to these bathrooms.
Yeah, he probably would, and I bet you, when you dive in, because all the other movies also do this thing where if they do give you a glimpse into the killer, it's usually into like what led them to kill, unless it's exposition, and it'll probably do a flashback then to him like as like a teenager pushing someone out of the way to get to the bathroom.
Yeah.
And then they fell and they hit their head and they died.
And that gave him a thrill though too.
Yeah.
He likes the the run to the bathroom.
Because now he's really got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Like now he's under duress.
Yeah. Which just makes him more stressed out, which just makes him need to go to the bathroom more. Makes it more of an emergency. So now it's this adrenaline train he can't get off of.
Yeah. Also loves Chipotle.
That's another big problem. It's also, again, his diet's not great.
he has not been taking care of himself for a
No.
long time.
Not at all. Not at all.
Fried Oreos? He pops them like
Yeah.
pills. Okay.
Yeah, they start piecing together on the maps. He's hitting towns that are having state fairs.
He's like eating the fried corn on the cob at the carnival, and then the other, like, the cop is standing at the entrance to the carnival. He's like, looks like you're out of your jurisdiction. Bites. He loses him in a crowd, which is like nearly impossible because my man is like pretty big. Like he's pretty hard to miss. But he loses him in a crowd.
He's breathing real heavy.
He's breaking like half the rules of being on the run. And then
Yeah, exactly. We're not talking about this guy. This guy is not. We hope the detective gets him.
And then you see a guy that's been knocked over, Family Guy style, outside of a porta potty. And that's when the detective's like, oh no, we're too late. And then,
I like that we have that shorthand of Family Guy style. The bent knee.
Yeah.
The back. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean.
And the arm
when
behind
you
the
say
back.
Family Guy style.
No one even bothers to check that dude's pulse. They just know. Also, by the way, the porta potty leaning like the Tower of Pisa. All right.
There's smoke coming out of it for some reason.
Yeah, that porta potty is doing the most.
Oh. This is probably a good time to mention this is a later record for us than normal.
Yeah, it is midnight. It's past midnight where I am right now.
Which isn't that late normally, but we usually go a little earlier. Can I pitch you a title for this episode? I know we don't usually do that.
Yeah,
I just
sure.
want to pitch you a title for this episode.
Yeah.
Can we call it Move Accordingly, parentheses, the worst episode we've ever done?
I don't know if this is the worst episode we've ever done. I don't think it is. I
It
think
feels the worst.
I feel like I honestly, if I can be completely 100 with you, I actually feel like we're getting back to our roots because we haven't talked about any sort of bowel movement in like maybe 40 episodes.
Well, that's definitely not true. It can't be that long.
It's been a while. I definitely haven't had a story in a while. I don't know if you have. But anyway,
I don't know if I have either.
I think
We're getting back to our roots.
Yeah. I think that honestly,
Getting back to our toots. Come on. I like that one.
I think that a good title would be Porta Potty, a true crime story.
No. I don't. That's gonna be so deep for any payoff.
No. Here's the thing. In the second act of this film, right? We've already had a face-off at the carnival, right? So
Yeah.
in the second act, now we haven't.
This got so out of hand.
We haven't heard our hero detective speak. I feel like he sounds a little bit like this is the type of man that.
Oh, you got a little Morgan Freeman.
No, not quite a Morgan Freeman. This is like a drawl.
Everywhere we go,
Yeah.
we just find poopy, more and more poopy.
I think that he's gonna be a little bit flowery in the language. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
no matter how far he got, we were always on his scent. We've chased him through. Wait! Stop!
Yeah.
Stop making me
I
laugh.
didn't do anything.
All right. We've chased him through 3 states. 5 counties at 6 carnivals.
Something about this stinks to high heaven.
It was the Louisiana Parking Carnival where he did the most damage. 4 funnel cakes. 3 fried Oreos. 12 baskets of chicken wings.
Some of those children will never smell again.
And 1 ride on the Tilt-A-Whirl. Got everything in there shaken up nice and deadly.
Like a big stinky bomb.
It was the Illinois State Fair where things came to a head.
It's where we finally cornered the skid mark killer.
Just outside of Chicago.
That Italian sausage did him in. He finally met his match.
We saw wait. We saw
Jesus.
we saw an insulin needle in the parking lot, so we knew we weren't far. This man was trying to elude us and busted right out of his fly. The whole zipper was left next to a Honda Civic. So now you got this man like trying to hold his pants up, running through the Illinois State Farm, and like really like barreling past people, like really clotheslining people on the way, just leaving a trail of dead. All right. Like,
So the full twist is this is just a scared, clumsy man. He did not mean to kill anyone. This is just a very clumsy man.
That's a great argument for the defense, but he was taking some people out. Like,
oh no, I'm saying he's still going away because with that many numbers, even if it's involuntary manslaughter, you're going away for a while. I'm just saying that's the final twist when our detective finally has him cornered. I don't.
I think
on a cruise ship or something.
Well, this is the thing. I think he manages beyond all hope to make it out of the Illinois State Fair, right?
Right.
Then he ends up going to
Walmart. he's got him cornered in a Walmart bathroom.
He's got him cornered in a Walmart bathroom. People running out, like, stampeding out of this bathroom, right? Yeah. And then he walks in, he kicks open the stall door, right? Mm-hmm. And in that moment, he's got him dead to rights, gun pointed, everything. And then he's like, I can't stand this. And then he has to stand outside until the guy's done. Like, he's like, this is so bad.
Yeah.
Oof.
And then after they arrest him and they put him in the cop car and they're driving back to the station, all you hear the guy muttering is, I had to go. I had to go. I had to go.
And then you hear the detective, me too, son. Me too.
And then after he's put away in jail, the detective finally gets to go home. He lays his badge on the chief's desk. He goes, I'm done. And he goes home. And then he goes into his house.
Takes some Metamucil.
Kisses his wife. Goes and he kisses the head of his sleeping son. And he goes down the hall into the bathroom. The door closes. And then we just hear the worst noise.
It's
like a buzzsaw almost.
It's genuinely so bad that he does end up taking a shower after, and he takes one of the cop showers. You know those cop showers where they like slap the wall?
One of those cop showers where they slap the wall.
You know what I'm talking about, where they just
I know
like,
what you mean.
they're just like, oh,
Damn it, who are you? Yeah.
why couldn't I do more?
And that's the pitch we did to this studio, and they said we'd never work in this town again.
To be fair, the town was Alexandria. It was my hometown, and they really don't have the funding to make a movie of this caliber, really, you know?
Yeah. They also did not like the idea, but mainly also they had no budget.
Yeah.
Especially after that, that movie where the dance team had to save the rec center, and that was already kind of a debacle. So town never recovered.
I should also point out that they weren't actually like movie producers or executives or anything. They were just like dudes we were talking to.
I believe they kept saying they were parking attendants, I think is what they kept saying.
Yeah.
I don't know what that means, but it sounds fancy. Mm-hmm. That's a long job title, so that sounds fancy. So I assume they'd have some sort of authority.
A lot of letters.
A lot of letters in that title.
CEO is only 3 letters.
That's only 3. That's a chump. That's chump level of letters.
Yeah.
Parking attendant? Shit, that's basically God.
Pretty sure it's dant.
Which is only 3 letters.
Parking attendant.
Intendant, you believe?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's us. So it's French. Well, we've lost the plot here. Should we open the mailbag, or are we too shameful? We don't want to bring our listeners into this.
No, we can open the mailbag. I genuinely don't think this is the worst episode we've ever done.
I'm kidding. I'm doing a bit. Come on now.
Okay.
Doing a bit. We just did 30 minutes on poop. Come on.
It wasn't on poop, all right? You realize that, right?
Poop as a plot device.
Not even that. Are you not aware of what we made? The art that we put together? Are you seriously going to tell me that you don't think what we just did was on par with Along Came a Spider?
Well, I think on par with that, yeah.
Like, all right. I mean,
this is how. Listen.
No.
You know me.
That's fine.
No. I'm not shooting on this. I have to be hard on my ideas to make them better, and to push for them to be the best they can be. Because I'm also not just handing this idea over to just some hired gun director who's gonna come, some Brett Ratner motherfucker who's gonna come in with no heart, no eye, no style of his own.
Look, I think that sometimes when you're hard on yourself and it's something that you did with me, it feels like you're being hard with me, and then feel great. Like it feels like you're not proud of what we made, and that sucks. Gotta be honest with you. Doesn't feel good.
Like someone looking at their phone when you're trying to tell a story.
I really was trying to find this. All right.
This one here, I actually want to start with an Instagram message because this also will lead into an email. But speaking of, names of villains, like our skid marks killer, last time we talked about you if you'd become some sort of ice-based supervillain. Mm-hmm. We got a message from Christina on Instagram and said, is it too late to trademark or suggest Josh's villain name be the Punisher? But I feel like that would be my name as your nemesis.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I'd be the one you're trying to take down with your ice powers.
Yeah, it's like how Joker always has like a Batman name for Batman and Robin.
Right,
like
yeah.
Batsy and Boy Blunder. Like,
yeah. I believe, I think we said that the name you settled on was Man with Ice Powers Who Hates Puns, right? So I think it's perfect then that I'm the pun-based super villain or superhero. Listen, I don't think there's no heroes in this. This is just two guys
I'm
with
absolutely
superpowers.
fine with there being no heroes.
Two guys with superpowers who are just making a fucking problem for the city. There's another movie. No one's done that one yet.
Mm-hmm.
No one's good, no one's bad. It's these two guys just hate each other, and it's inconvenient for the entirety of this metropolitan city.
Mm-hmm.
Cool. This one here, this is from Corey. This is an email, and the title of this one is Josh Supervillain Name. Kind of on the same theme here. Hey guys, love the show. I thought of the perfect name, perfect supervillain name for Josh. The Pun Ice Sure. I await my icy death at Josh's hands.
Oh, I think I may have pulled a muscle because that one was a reach.
Because Pun Icer is already works, but I like that he made it Pun Ice Sure. Still put the SH in there to really make it a cumbersome pun. It's Pumberson.
Okay. Wow. All right. I'm gonna.
All right.
I want to do something that we rarely do, and I'll take full responsibility for keeping up with this. Okay.
Okay.
And I don't know
what's gonna happen right now. By the way, to be honest with the audience, I have no idea what you're about to propose.
I'm gonna take full responsibility, and I will admit that I don't know how we will keep up, but I feel like this is something where if any listener is inclined to write in,
sure,
and use the subject title so we have to know, or else it will get lost. Use the subject title Porta Potty Sequel. I want to hear from you, the listener, what you think happens next in this trilogy. All right. What do you think happens to our cop? Does our villain escape prison? You know?
Is there a copycat?
Is there a copycat? Or
copy crap?
Is this person's son going to take up the mantle of the bad guts that lead to the unchecked crime and chaos that terrorizes America?
Who is the next set of warm cheeks to sit on this throne?
Mm-hmm. So, I want to hear from you what you think happens next, because I personally had a great time doing this. I think it's very funny. I think it's a good time. And I'll even extend an olive branch and apologize to anybody who didn't like it. This is not what the show is going to become. Even I may just read them for me. Who knows? But
if I could have a request to keep these outlines fairly succinct. Don't, because we get some long ass emails, and I'm worried I'm going to get like a full script treatment.
Yeah.
For this
just
sequel.
Remember that what you send us will not get made.
It will not get made. And if I get bored, I'm going to stop reading it.
I really needed this. And so once again, I hope that even if this was
much like our killer, Josh had to expel some demons.
I really hope that even if this is not your thing, you enjoyed it, because it's all in good fun.
Yes, I also had a great time. I was just goofing. Josh, like I do on the show, and you were on brand and hating my goofing, but
but I'm telling you now, this is not what the show will become. But I do want to revisit it at some point.
So your wrap-up thoughts are, I'm sorry, we won't do it again, but we're definitely going to do it again.
Yeah.
Perfect. I love that. I think that's a great.
I feel like that's very reasonable.
I think it's reasonable.
Yeah.
We do this every week. Who knows? Who knows what stories need to be told?
Yeah. Thanks so much for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. If you are looking to catch up with us on any of the socials, you can find me at Josh Johnson Comedy on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube, where we're going to be posting clips of the show. You can also hit me up at Josh Johnson and at Josh J Comedy if you're still using Facebook. And if you are looking for Logan...
Sorry, I broke. I don't know what happened. It was just you going, yeah. It's just like you had just come down from a weird high. You can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen, and if you want to get into the mailbag and send us your proposed sequels to Porta Potty, A True Crime Story, you can email us, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can also leave us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Also, if you want bonus content, like a potential trailer we'll put out for Porta Potty. That's probably not going to happen. But we have a bunch of special content on Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts there. We have video content. We have replays of our virtual live shows that we do every month. We'll probably be announcing our one for November pretty soon. I don't think we've scheduled it as of this recording yet, but keep an eye out for that. We do have some live shows coming up. We will be in Minneapolis at Acme Comedy Club November, what is that, the 14th or something? 17th. Yeah, 17th through the 19th. Yeah. 17th or 19th. We'll be there for that. I'm very excited about that. I'm going to speak for Josh and say he is too. He's giddy with joy.
Super excited.
I
am. I am.
Yeah, I know.
We had a great time last time.
And I didn't even perform when I came up. I just came up and see you.
Yeah.
So this will be fun. We get to spend the weekend performing up there. And I'm excited because I don't have to fly anywhere for that one. I get to just drive up. That's only a couple hours away.
Wait, you didn't do the show last time?
No, I just came up to see you, remember?
Oh, okay. No, I just remember
we recorded at the hotel. That's where we did the episode about you going to the mall. But
yep.
So I came up for the day.
Mm-hmm. That's what it was.
No, so so we get to work there for 3 nights. I believe 5 shows total, I believe. Right?
Yep.
Dope. It's going to be a good time. I'm very excited for that.
Well, hit us up with your sequels. If I will say this is a thing that I think is maybe worth it, and I will read them. All right? So you don't
No, you won't.
No. I will read them. I'll make time to read them, right?
Okay.
If it is wild enough, I think we should do it. Like a little,
what do you mean,
little snippet of it on the show. If it's good enough, if it's like funny enough, we should just take a little time to be like, do it.
When you say do it, you mean read the email, or do you mean
like I
do like a reading?
Do like a reading of it.
So now at this point, now we're asking for scripts now.
Not a full script. No. It's
okay.
Just when you read it, I think that it's different to just read what someone wrote, like might happen, and then to perform it.
Sure. Okay.
Yeah.
And it's going to be poop based. My request would be please put in as many puns as you possibly can, especially if Josh is reading them. Okay, thanks for listening, everybody.
All right. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you.
I'll be honest with y'all, I don't smoke weed, but I let people think I do. Because it makes me make more sense to people. Like if I told you my thoughts and you knew I was sober, you'd be like, ooh, is he slow or something? What's going on? But if I told you my thoughts and you thought I was high, you'd be like, he really on to something. I like how he think. That's fire right there. I'll give you an example right now. Like I wish I could talk to bugs. And not all the animals. I'm not trying to get input from everybody, just bugs. Because I feel like it would save a lot of lives, you know. Because how many times have you been at home chilling and in the corner of the room you just hear... But if you could talk to bugs, if you could be like, hey, bruh, no. Not tonight. I'm not in the mood. I'm gonna open the window, I'm gonna need you to leave. And then he'd be like, sorry. But because we don't speak their language, it's just every time. It's just murders in your house. Let's say you bring somebody home, you have a date, date's going well, date comes back with you, your place, you in the Netflix portion of the Netflix and chill. You got the arm around, y'all making out, and then just a cockroach walk out to the middle of the room. If you could just be like, Carl, no. Not tonight, I got company here, come on now. Come on, bro. He'd be like, I'm sorry, that's my bad. Even she'd be understanding. She'd be like, he had no way of knowing I was coming. That's okay. It happens. If I could talk to bugs, first bug that I talk to would be a praying mantis. I just walk up to him and be like, she ain't good for you, dog. Nah, don't do this. You and the boys for a little while. She just using you for your body, okay? No, not even sex. You got a tasty ass head. And she wants to eat you. I watch the news sometimes when I'm like not depressed enough, you know? You know, sometimes you're having a good day, you turn on the news, you're like, let's see who else is having a good day. And the news is like, nobody. Nobody having a good day. Everybody died. So I turned on the news and I saw Kamala Harris was in Jakarta. And she was in an interview with a journalist. And during the interview, the journalist asked her if she would be ready, willing, and able to take up the office of president if Biden was, for whatever reason, incapacitated. And she said, yes, and it was just too quick. That's way too fast. And don't get me wrong, that's literally her job. Her job to be there in case he not there, she there, right? That's her whole job. But she said yes, like she been dropping banana peels at the White House for years. That's way too fast. She said yes, like every time Biden get on some steps, her mouth water. Just like, okay, it's the day. All right, I'm gonna get my promotion. Oh, he about to miss that third step. Let me get the right pantsuit on. She said it like just anytime she's walking down the stairs behind him, she sees her hair shaking like she about to lean forward. I could be a world leader. And you could tell, she said yes too fast. Because she said, yeah, so he asked her, she was like, yes, ooh. Like, shit. And so then she started backtracking, which just made it sound worse. She was like, I'm just answering your hypothetical. Like, you the one over here asking a question about Biden's stronger than ever. All right, calm down. Do y'all see that they want to impeach Biden now? Do you see they're trying to open the investigation and impeach Biden? It's starting to feel like if you don't get impeached, you weren't really president. Like this started to feel like street cred for presidents. You know what I mean? They want to impeach you. Here's my thing about Biden. And calm down, because I can already feel it. For real. Like I said 2 words and already people were like, what? Like it was. This was so annoying about being American right now. You get like 2 words in and people try to suss out where you are. Like we haven't done that since the Civil War. Like chill out. I said 2 things. I just said, here's my thing about Biden. And immediately I could feel y'all's eyes on me like, oh, I didn't know they invited Candace Owens' brother to do a set. No. Here's my thing about Biden. I don't know. You know what I mean? Like I feel like if you show me evidence, I'll consider something. I'm not a biased person. Maybe he doing everything that the Republicans say he doing, but when we look over at him, he just look tired. Like he doesn't look. I mean, I'm not even saying he can't be corrupt. I'm saying he doesn't look capable right now. He look. You know, maybe he's the worst criminal that we've ever had in the office, but when you look over him, he just look like the Snoop Dogg of soup. You know what I mean? Yeah, everything Snoop Dogg did for weed, Biden doing for soup right now. Like he making soup cool. He trying to get the kids into soup. You know what I mean? It feels odd, you know, because it's like maybe he's a criminal mastermind, but it feels like he just hanging on. You know what I mean? That's a grandpa, and we put him to work. That we did that. You know. You can't possibly believe that Biden is this criminal mastermind, but then also anytime he make it through a speech, we're like, that was pretty good. That was, no, he really crushed that. He didn't slip on any of the S's. That was well done, well done. You know what I mean? There was a couple T's, and he stuck them like Simone Biles. I'm really proud of it. Well done. You know, there is one thing I will say, honestly, that Biden will be doing that's not on the up and up. If you watch as many press conferences as I watch with Biden talking, it's only when they ask him a good-ass question he start acting senile. I'm not gonna lie. Like, anytime they got a good-ass question dead to rights, that's when he start talking about Disneyland and hanging out on Mars with Larry Bird. I'm like, you were fine a second ago. Like, you know, this feels weird. I don't know why more world leaders don't do that. You know, a lot of them old, just start doing the Biden card. You get in trouble. That's what Putin should do. Think about it. Putin would buy a lot of goodwill if he just fell down a flight of steps every day. If every day for a month, Putin just, like just every day. You'd be catching people a month from now being like, he's a fucking war criminal. And we'd be like, yeah, but it looked like he got bad knees. Leave him alone. They try to interview him. They're like, why are you still laying siege to Ukraine? And he's like, Ukraine? Is that one of my grandbabies? Like, and they're even coming for Hunter now. You saw Hunter got indicted. That's wild. That's oof. They really coming for the Bidens hard, you know. I love Hunter. I really do. I really do. No, hear me out. I do. I love Hunter because I'm just so glad that the first person to smoke crack in the White House was white. That's beautiful. That's absolutely incredible. Especially if you know the history of crack in the U.S. You're like, wow, yes. Thank goodness. It really makes the White House to crack relationship feel like it's come full circle now. Yeah. I am disappointed though. I'm not gonna lie to you. I really do wish that Hunter would just get Joe to smoke crack. That would be the most fire presidency of all time. I know nobody's on board with this, but hear me out, okay? First of all, Biden will never fall again, all right? Crackheads do not fall, okay? You could push Biden and he still hit an angle. Like, it's like, I'm telling you, he'd never go down again. You'd never have to worry. He would skip steps on the way up. My man would be fucking feeling himself. You'd never have a boring press conference again. Biden press conferences are snooze fest right now. Just, you know what I mean? Not on crack. Not on crack. Not on crack. He'd be like, what? What was that? He got to scream because he sold the mic for money for more crack. But like, what was that? And Republicans would love if Biden was on crack because he'd finally be as bad of a president as they've been saying he is. Republicans could finally be like, he sold Indiana for $6 to China, all right? What the fuck we gonna do? We got citizens over there. And then as liberals, we would love if Biden was on crack because we'd finally have a Trump. You know what I mean? We act like we don't need a Trump, but we need one. We really do. As liberals, we need a Trump. We care about everybody feeling us too much, but we get Biden smoking crack, Joe just going off. He not in control of what he's saying. We finally have a bully on our side, you know? Marjorie Taylor Greene be up there like, Joe Biden, you're a piece of shit. And then Joe, fully cracked out. Fully cracked out. It's like, oh, Mart, I'm a piece of shit. Well, you a lonely bitch. Aren't you getting divorced this year? Hope those conspiracy theories could keep you warm, lonely bitch. No, it'd be incredible. You would have to like rein him in though. You'd see Joe try to wash the windshields of Air Force One. Mr. President, get down. Get down right now. Oh, it would be dope, man. How do I put this? I'll be honest with you, I've watched some porn before in my life. Thank you. And this is my thing. Porn, it gives people unrealistic expectations, you know what I mean? And we all know what they say about men, that porn gives men unrealistic expectations of sex, because porn makes men think, oh, if I just touch her elbow with my penis, she gonna lose it, you know what I mean? Like, if I just touch you, I'm like, ah! Like, thank you. But it's not just for men, it's for everyone. Porn gives everyone unrealistic expectations of sex, you know? Like, it makes men think that they're about to be sex gods, and it makes women think that the sex is about to be, like, good or whatever, you know what I mean? Everybody's gonna be disappointed. Josh Johnson Show. I'm Josh Johnson, joined by my co-host, fellow stand-up comedian Logan Nielsen. Logan, how you doing, buddy?
I am doing all right, man. How are you?
I'm doing okay, man. I did a school show at a school last night, and it was really good. Students were great.
Like elementary, or
everybody was just really dope. Well, okay.
You just said school. Everyone knows you meant college. I'm just goofing. Gosh.
No, I'm with you. But just in case, I don't need those problems of someone hitting me up and being like, our elementary school would love to have a clown come and do his thing, you know, bring some joy to the children.
I wonder what an elementary would pay for some lunchtime stand-up.
I think you have to ask what they pay the teachers and then go lower from there.
Shit, I'm going higher from there.
Oh yeah,
I'm giving them a break.
Okay,
I'm gonna do for a teacher's day pay plus tips. That's right. I'm hoping I want them to encourage the children to leave tips.
Okay, so this is my thing. I try to have a real day of it, right? Because the actual show wasn't going to be until 8. Okay. And the train from New York to DC is about, 3 hours or something?
Okay.
And so in my head, I was like, you know what I'm going to do? Yeah. I'm going to make like a full day out of it. And if Sally and I weren't going to Australia, I would have tried to get like, Sally to come, but I know she had errands to run and to pack and stuff like that. Right. But basically, I got up early, went to the station, made the train by like 5 minutes, which is my favorite. I love that so much. I love like when you know you're gonna make it, but you've also really cut it close to where there's no waiting. It's like, it's the best. It's so good.
I don't know. That to me, I understand what you're saying. To me, though, that last 5 minutes leaves too much opportunity for something to go wrong. And if one thing goes wrong, then you are late. You have missed this train now. It's kind of how I feel. I mean, the Amtrak is less so. I've had less trouble with it. Like if you show up, If you cut it close, but like,
You know what it is?
I don't know.
This is my thing. So
Yeah.
I left, it takes 30 minutes to get there, and
Okay.
then probably another 10 to get to my track from where I got off at the train. So 40 minutes total.
Okay.
And I left with about an hour to get there. So I had this 20-minute pad, right? And at one point the train was stopped, and at another point, I was like, should I get some snacks? Should I not? And so it wasn't a 5 minutes of desperation. It was a 5 minutes of like, by the time I sat down in my seat, there were still 5 minutes before the train took off. So when I say to spare, I don't mean like I almost missed it. I probably made it by 10 minutes. But
okay,
you know,
you had 5 minutes to indulge.
I had 5 minutes to watch people panic. You know, I had 5 minutes to really feel like I was better than everyone.
I'm here so early.
Yeah. And
Didn't I plan ahead like a good boy?
and the train ride over, because I mentioned this when we were doing our virtual live show for the patrons and stuff.
That we just did, by the way, and we do every month.
Come on through.
Here's a little ad, huh? There you go.
And sure enough, my man, this is okay. So I ended up sitting facing the other direction that we were traveling, right? Because you know how the way that the seats are set up, you can sit facing forward or facing back. And some people don't like to face back because it makes them dizzy and stuff, you know?
I am one of those people.
Yeah. And
Depending on the mood. Anyway, sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're good. But I'm facing backwards, and I don't mind. It's fine. I've been very blessed where I don't get dizzy easily. It takes a lot for me to get dizzy, even though I'm an easy faint. So like I'm either awake or I'm not.
Oh, see, and then I'm an easy dizzy, hard faint.
Okay. Wow. If you put us together, we make one awake person.
Or one horribly vulnerable person.
Yeah. Someone who is both spinning and asleep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just either one very healthy person or one very sick person.
Yeah.
A lot of head injuries from all the falling.
And so where I'm sitting, I have a clear shot at the bathroom, which in my mind is going to be a problem. Like there was some chance to move because whenever you're leaving New York, I can't remember what the first stop is, but I think the first stop is still New York. So I guess if you ever wanted to steal a whole ride, you could probably get away with it because they don't start checking tickets until you're actually headed to
You're in Jersey, right?
Jersey. Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I'm on the train for an easy 9 minutes with one stop before they actually start checking me and stuff. And once they check you, I don't know what the process is if you can move and just bring your ticket with you that they put at your seat, but I don't like to, just in case conductor passes by and it's like, I don't remember you. Where's that ticket from? And then I gotta be like, it's from you, bro. Please remember me. I know there's a whole train and you do this your entire day for 10 hours, but please remember me, right?
That is a weird, the only times I'd ever ridden Amtrak, it's only been a handful of times, so it's a thing I don't do often enough. I always get nervous that I'm going to fuck up something with just handing them the thing or scanning. Now you can just scan on the phone. And I did that last time, but surely still something will be wrong. Mm-hmm. Because they usually put the little ticket above you, and then I'm like, what if that falls? And they're going to be like, you got to get off. Yeah. I always have a little panic for that. Yeah. And it's the oldest form of transportation I use.
It's also
because I don't ride horses.
Even if something really bad happened and they didn't remember you and your ticket fell and it went under a seat and they still want to take your money. So they would still let you buy another ticket that would probably only be more affordable now that you're closer.
And it might just be whatever you have in your pockets. And we'll let you stay on this train.
Listen, if you want to stay on this train, you're going to have to pay us $19 because we are almost at your destination.
Yeah. By the way, sorry if you're hearing a lot of clacking and walking around. My dog's getting restless. I won't dig into this next. We're talking about trains, and you know I love talking about trains. But she just had surgery. So I brought all my gear upstairs to hang out with her. But she walks around, and it's all hardwood floor up here, so you can probably hear clickety clack of beagles walking around on my mic here. So anyway, so that's why I'm looking around. I'm darting around like someone's sneaking up on me, but I'm just trying to keep track of my healing canine. Anyway, sorry. Go ahead. Trains.
Yeah. Heal up, Maddie. All right. Prayers up. Okay.
Bro, she's got some gnarly scars. She got cut up.
Jeez. Oh my gosh.
I mean, they had to, I guess, sorry, we are talking about it now, but she had a big old tumor on her side. She had to get cut out. Well, and they even said too, like, it had grown enough that some muscle had gotten intertwined with it, which was okay. They could easily do that. But they said when it heals, there's a good chance she'll just have a divot. That she'll have a little golf fairway divot in her side where she got a little speed bump.
I'm excited for you to take Maddie to a dog park and just her talking to the other dogs and being like, so were you in Nam or what happened? Like,
bro, she's been through some shit. Because she had 3 different bladder surgeries. I mean, years ago. She's had this lump we got removed. She had it removed 4 years ago. And they said it might grow back, and it did. And then she had a second one in her neck that we took out too. And we also took off a cyst on her back that had gotten bigger. That one wasn't cancerous, but they're like, hey, if we got her under. So she's just got a big old, like, her whole back is shaved in like a weird like jigsaw puzzle, basically.
Yeah.
And then her neck shaved too. And I was telling you before we got on mic, like, it's hard because then we can't really put a cone on her because then it will rub against the one on her neck, and also she could still scratch that with her foot. So I just been putting shirts on my dog, and she doesn't really like wearing shirts. So I do get a lot of stares. There's a lot of just staring at me.
Yeah.
Of like, what have you done?
Yeah.
What have you done to my life?
You know this isn't right.
Yeah. This isn't right. I don't like it. Did you see the picture? I'm going to send to you right now. Did you see the picture when I first got her home? I posted it on Instagram. You'll just appreciate the fucking look she's given me. I'm gonna text it to you right now. Because I've never seen a dog be like, why so much in a picture. Just look at this fucking demon stare that she gives me.
Oh, you gotta send that to the people. You gotta put that in the show notes.
It's on my Instagram. If you go to my Instagram, you'll see it. But it is a I will destroy you stare.
Wow, I've never heard a dog curse before, but she is right now in my head when I look at that picture.
Well, it's because we picked her up for having her gone all day and then immediately put a shirt on her. And she's like, first you do this, and now I got to wear clothes, which you know I fucking don't like.
Yeah. This whole day has been unnatural. And
I used to be a wolf.
Yeah.
I just assume they think that anytime we do anything dumb to them, they just, in their heads, go, I used to hunt.
I like the idea that there's like Hotep dogs that are like, see, what happened was the white man, because we used to be wolves, right? And then the white man came along and tried to get us to push him, to pull him, to push him in his work. So then his work became our work. All right. You hear me? Do you hear me? Do you hear me? All right. So I'm not doing what when he says sit, I stand. When he says stay, I go. All right. I'm not really about that. Okay. And best believe anybody step to me, he can get bit. All right. You're going to have to put me down. But if you put me down, best believe you won't put all of us down. They'll never put all of us down.
We didn't land in the dog park. Dog park landed on us.
Let me tell you something right now, because that's the thing with dogs as well, where anytime people act like they've been the deciding factor in the full change in the dog's life, I'm like, all right, yeah, but as an animal, it was going to get along on its own, like in some form. You know what I mean? Like for every breed outside of the breeds that we've completely made up, you know, there's a couple ones with the snouts that can't breathe, and we did that. That was us. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think everything else though,
we
We ruined them.
Like anytime you see a dog that's like deeply, and especially as a puppy, I'm talking about like puppies, deeply out of shape, that was you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
No,
they
I
love
don't.
to burn calories as a resting state.
Yeah.
Their favorite thing to do is burn calories.
I'm not delusional because there's some, I know people who are just like, oh, my dog has this trait because they're, because of their previous owner, blah 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 blah, all this stuff. And I know I had her since she was a puppy. It's a little different, but I know every one of my dog's bad behaviors, absolutely my fault. I know 100% is my fault by nature of just like, she only been around. I've been the only authority figure she's ever known. So clearly anything shitty she does, I didn't handle or didn't care enough to handle. The long time where it was just me and her living in Chicago. She basically had an apartment to herself like half the time.
Yeah, free reign.
Yeah. Sorry, she was basically a human adult.
Yeah,
and I didn't do anything to curb any bad behavior. So I'm like, no, she sucks and it's my fault. But she's old now, so.
I love when a dog does a horrific thing, and then they run up to you like you're gonna be proud, like I did it for you. You know what I mean? Like when a dog just runs up to you with like a full pigeon in its mouth, and it's like, aren't you proud that I brought this diseased animal back to you?
Well, that's why I love. She's so bad at catching stuff. The one time she did catch something, she just looked surprised.
Yeah.
I think I told it on the show before, but she caught a possum and she was just like, and you could see in her eyes the thought was, I don't know what to do now.
So
it's never gotten this far.
Last night, Chance saw a raccoon, which is literally just built like him. Like he's a fat Shiba, and it's just him.
Raccoon's gonna be about the size of him. Yeah.
Yeah, and just different colors, but still, it was trying to get into a bag. As Sally told me, he saw it and just was amped and was like really talking all of that good shit from across the fence. Like,
was that his first raccoon he's seen that you know of? Okay, yeah. Because it's funny when you see a dog see their first something. Mm-hmm. Because either they'll freak out, but like when Maddie sees something for the first, like when she like saw a possum for the first time, she just looked at it and wasn't upset. It just looked like her world collapsed a little bit because she learned of a new thing.
Yeah, he
and
does
the possum
seem
just
to
looked at her.
Yeah, exactly. He seems to be upset that they are alive. He would love to unalive them, at every turn.
Right. Yeah. Maddie doesn't have that as much. She doesn't. She likes to chase, but she doesn't. If something stops running, she will just she had a rabbit one time that I think I've told this before too, but she snuck up on it and was like 6 inches away. The rabbit just didn't run, and then she just looked at me and she's like, I don't, and then just walked away. Because it didn't run, she's like, no, this is wrong. So this seems like a trap now.
Yeah. This rabbit knows something that I don't know.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I come for this rabbit, I feel like something bad is going to happen.
Yeah. You're on the other side of him. Is he holding something? Does he have a weapon?
Yeah. Is he holding something behind his back?
Yeah. He seems to be too calm about this. Anyway, sorry. Trains. We haven't had dog talk in a while, you know?
Yeah. No, it's fine. It's fine.
And this has consumed my fucking weekend, this surgery.
I'm with you.
I've
totally
barely slept.
Yeah.
I've barely slept. Because she won't lay still. Mm-hmm. It's not that I haven't slept out of worry. It's because she wakes up and then sprints while drugged up still on anesthesia. That's Friday night after she had her surgery was just like waking up and just trying to sprint to nowhere.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry.
It does sound like the opposite of what anesthesia should do.
It never used to affect her that way, but the last couple times she's had stuff, because she had a tooth removed last year, and she did the same thing. It's like she's sleeping, and then she just wakes up and acts like there's something urgent she has to go do.
Yeah.
Which there isn't, because she's a dog.
You don't know that, though. Maybe there's unfinished bones and unfinished business outside the yard, you know?
Maybe. Because it does. It seems like she just starts walking places like, I'm supposed to do something, and then she stops, and she's like, no, it's right. I have no responsibilities. I'll go lay back down. I forgot I'm a dog.
Yeah. But basically,
Anyway, college gig, trains, choo-choos and colleges.
I was seated diagonal from the bathroom, which I knew was probably going to be a problem. I wasn't sure how, but I knew eventually something would happen. And I was
You're at least gonna smell something.
Yeah, and I was across also from the dining cart. And so a part of me was like, man, maybe I should just spend some time in the dining cart. But my seat, I don't know if this was a malfunction or if I was just lucky or maybe Amtrak stepped up their game. But my seat went back just a little bit more than normal.
Ooh.
And as soon as it went back and no one ever came to sit next to me, I was like, then I'm in it. Like, why would I move? Life is good, you know? So anyway.
Shit, I might stay on for an extra stop past DC. I might just keep going.
Maybe I'll end up in Virginia. I don't care.
When the seat's this good, why get off?
And eventually it happened. There was a guy who you could tell, I heard his click clopping from down the row, right? No, this guy.
You said that right after Maddie walked by, so I thought you were saying you heard her.
No.
Clip clopping.
This dude, I don't know what type of nice shoes he had on, but they were the fanciest flip flops I've ever heard that were dress shoes. Because it was like,
I've got a tap recital.
Yeah. It was legitimately like, how are these shoes making this much noise? And then he's running down the aisle, and you can tell he's trying to hold it together, but he gets to the bathroom and someone's in there, and the impatience, because where the seats are, there is the handicap seating, right?
Right.
And so that means that since there's no one there in a wheelchair or anything, there's just room. And so he's pacing. This man is pacing back and forth on the train. And then eventually the person gets out and he goes in. And I forgot all about him.
Punches him in the mouth.
Yeah.
You took too long.
I truly forget all about this dude.
Okay.
I'm trying to remember what I was watching. I think I was watching
Emily in Paris?
Nah, never. Dang, I can't remember. But I was just watching a show on Netflix. The show gets done, and then maybe
Emily in Paris is on Netflix.
Maybe 2 or 3 minutes after the show gets done, this guy walks out and just hands in pockets, stands near the bathroom, leaned back. Like he looked like the only thing he was missing was a cigarette to smoke. Like he just barely made it. Like his whole life flashed before his eyes or something. Because the level of relaxed that he was when he walked out.
Oh, it was relaxed. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was hands in pockets, like shameful.
No.
I saw like hands in pockets, head down, being like, how do I live like this?
It's hard to see someone more on top of the world than he was.
Oh, good for him.
It's rare. It's rare that you see someone so content that he leaned his back on the wall.
Wow. So unencumbered.
So unencumbered. And then he just clip-clopped back to wherever his seat was. And I was like, man.
Like he's a horse.
What ecstasy must this man have experienced? Because a part of me was like, maybe he used the bathroom, or maybe he just did drugs in there. Because it was such a change in him. It was truly such a change. And it also took so long that I'm like, all right.
Yeah, because you said you're watching a show.
Yeah.
30-minute or 45-minute?
No, 30-minute. Yeah.
30 minutes. Okay, because I'd say it's depending if it was like an hour-long drama.
Yeah.
Then like he was getting after it.
Yeah. Legit in the bathroom for what had to be 33 minutes. And that's a little too long. I mean, he had time to do both.
Poop and heroin? Is what you're saying?
Neither one of them take that long.
I mean, if you want to enjoy them.
Nobody boo-boos a whole episode of Seinfeld with the commercials and then walks out happy.
I mean, yeah, definitely doesn't walk out, because usually if you do it that long, your legs are asleep.
Yeah.
So it takes you a second. You got to stand there at least being like, ooh, getting the tingles out.
When I was on the Amtrak, though, the food offered
Okay.
is not.
Well, that's the end of it. Is not. It's not food.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I've never looked in this specifically in the dining car
In the dining car where you buy the food that they
Okay.
provide.
because I've never looked in there. I've never seen. Mm-hmm. Okay, what do they got? What's on the fake menu?
There's a microwave pizza that I'm pretty sure is like a one that you get in a grocery store. So I guess some people would consider that real, but I feel like because you don't control the microwave.
Existing and real are different things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Because it's not a real pizza and you're not going to
No.
feel good, right?
No, I've had those. They're not good no matter what. They at best they are there.
And the person, to their credit, the person that works the Amtrak train that is firing them up for you and everything in the microwave is following the instructions. But the instructions, this is what people don't understand about microwavable foods that are kind of faux foods, is that you have to come up with your own instructions. You know, you have to tinker.
You do.
Diligently, and you have to understand your microwave. You have to understand your dinner that you're having through that TV dinner, and you have to know, okay, am I a low wattage? Am I a medium? If I'm a medium, is it 3 minutes or is it 3.5? Okay. Some people break it down to such a science that they'll put that microwave on 325 and have whatever their TV dinner is coming out perfect. Because they've eaten it so much that now they realize, like, okay, 330, a little too hot, a little dry, you know?
Yeah. Which is a great combination of victory and sadness. Mm-hmm. Because you're like, I nailed this. But you're just like, I'm too good at microwaving these.
Because in all the time that you got good at microwaving these, possibly, potentially, I'm not saying you have to, but you could
Have gotten married.
have figured out, oh, okay, went two very different directions.
You could have gotten a life and been happy.
Yeah, I guess so. I guess maybe that's the takeaway. Then the other thing is a hamburger that is actually way more depressing.
What was your other path, though, that you could have gone down? If you gotten so good at it, in that time you could have...
Oh, found a fruit that you really like.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Like a fruit that you like roll with. Like in the amount of times it takes you to really get down to an exact second and wattage of what this TV dinner should be to come out tasting good. You could have tried mango. You could have tried an apple. You could have tried so many things to be like, hey, this is the fruit that I roll with. You know?
Yeah. Because once you have that perfect timing down, it means that it has to be the last time you ever have it. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? You're just like, wow, this is a science now. Mm-hmm. I can never buy these again.
Yeah.
I perfected this art form. It is time to move on to another medium, which is microwave burgers. So, was this like a straight up like 7-Eleven burger?
Kinda, yeah. It did not look. It looked like dry, and it looked like it's finally gotten to the point where the general public is as exhausted with processed stuff as doctors. Because it used to be if you went on and on about processed foods, you sounded like a health nut, and now you're just right. Like now they finally come out with a couple burgers where it's like, no,
Yeah.
that's not even a good shape. You shouldn't have no burger. I'll go out on a limb right now and say no matter processed, unprocessed, grass-fed, grass-finished, I don't care if you put butter on any of that. No burger should be triangle.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that one was triangle. I'm just saying that the roundness to corners ratio was off.
Let's just say no corners generally. If you're not going to Wendy's, no corners.
If you're not going to Wendy's, no corners. All right. I don't want to eat a baseball diamond. Okay.
I think it's a fair rule.
Because
Wendy's
now,
are the only ones that can do corners.
Exactly. Now you're messing up because Wendy's even had to take a step back and be like, okay, what is the bread to meat ratio?
Yes.
How many bites are people going to be missing meat for?
Yeah. And I feel people typing already that, oh, White Castle has corners too, and White Castle is trash. Okay, I'm not. No, I don't mean to start this war right now.
Ooh.
I don't mean. I know. I feel them coming. I feel them coming. I know.
Fighting words.
I know. Just they're not good. I don't like them. I don't like White Castle. I might have had it too late in life though. I never had White Castle until I was like in my mid-20s, and I was like, oh, okay, that's probably the problem.
I remember
I was in my mid-20s and not on drugs, so.
Yeah, I remember you were the one when I moved to Chicago who explained White Castle to me.
I did?
Because I had never had it. It's not anywhere else I've lived.
Well, see, but it was never where I lived either. I never had it until we would already known each other for a few years where I had it.
For a few years? Because you were the one
Dude,
that
I
told
think
me
you already
it was
moved
a
to
thing.
New York. I mean, I knew it existed. I knew what people
Oh.
liked about it. I'd never had it.
I didn't know what it was. Someone had said White Castle, and I was like, okay, how about this? I thought it's gonna sound so dumb. I'm really
so excited.
did think White Castle was medieval times. Cause it felt like it said it all right there. Like it was like white people in a castle.
No, I mean, you're not wrong.
And so-
Medieval times is White Castle.
Yeah, I was like, all right, that's like what white people will do sometimes. They'll go to the medieval thing, and it's.
Yeah.
I didn't know they put the name on the head like that, and then
No, but a bunch of honky improvisers love to go to to medieval times for a birthday. They go all out for White Castle.
and you were the one that that told me that it was Little Burgers, and I played it off like I didn't ever think that.
It was Little Burgers. You guys want to go down to Little Burger?
I'm just saying, like, because the way. Okay,
No, I we never had them either. I never had them. I think from where I live right now, I think they have one in like Cedar Rapids. You know, and this is basically near where I grew up, and we just didn't have them. I knew of them, but I'd never had them ever.
now are you talking about White Castle or medieval times?
White Castle. I've never been to medieval times.
Oh, okay.
I've
we should
been
go to medieval times.
That'd be fun. We absolutely should. That'd be a good time. I've never been. I've been to things like medieval times, like that are offshoots kind of thing.
Like a Renaissance fair?
Well, not just that. I mean, literally, like the type of restaurant. We went to one in Florida that was medieval times, basically, but it was pirates. And dude, it kicked ass.
Really?
Because in the middle, instead of it being like the big, like dirt, courtyard thing, instead it was a big ass pool with a pirate ship in it, and then on the pirate ship were a bunch of trampolines and stuff, and they were all like acrobats instead of like knights, but they were all dressed like pirates. They would swing in from different corners and then do like flipping stunts and stuff, and it would be a lot like medieval times, where instead of jousting though, it would be this big like sword fight with them doing acrobatics, and they would get eliminated one by one, and like you were assigned, like your section was cheering for one of the pirates. I don't remember what it was called. But it was like super fun to watch.
That
it was like
sounds
medieval
dope.
time. It was fucking rad. I don't remember what it was called, but it was really cool.
Oh, man.
But yes, I've also been to Renaissance fairs. I've been to a couple of Renaissance fairs. So.
I want to see like an earnest, like a real, like two people have a problem with each other fight at a Renaissance fair. Not a Renaissance fair where it's like, oh, we're gonna go at it as part of the performance. I mean, like
People can sign up.
like Jeffrey and Sean been had problems. And so they start throwing hands like full on like full on tights on everything, but then the hands getting thrown are real.
Yeah. Just ye old Fight Club.
Hey, that would be amazing, because then it's also cumbersome, because now you're not fighting in your best fighting clothes.
Nope, Well, then they're like, get on this horse with this lance, and you're like, I've never done this. They're like, well, you got beef though, so figure it out.
Dude, there's I don't even know where this is, but I've watched a few videos that they've made. There's a fight club in the woods. All right.
Elaborate, please.
There's a fight club in the woods where people go and like it's like amateur boxing and amateur MMA and stuff, and they built an octagon out there and everything. And
oh God, so it's like proper, not just.
No, it's real. It's real. It's like,
oh God,
yeah, and
oh no,
and you would be surprised. It's actually handled really well, and the refs that they get are really good. Like the refs will call it off. Almost like the same as the same rules as any like sanctioned event, but I'm pretty sure it's in the woods because this is all legal, right?
So I'm just gonna see what happens when I type in "fight club in the woods" for Google.
I'm pretty sure this is a purposely undisclosed location.
Okay, so how'd you hear about it?
You know, you hear things when you talk to people about fights, and everybody talks about fights all the time. You hear about fights.
Oh, so this is like some truly underground shit then.
Yeah.
Oh,
and it's really well done. It's actually better done than you would imagine because it's.
Have you seen like footage of it or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyway. There was a guy that showed up one time.
Nope.
What?
Nope. You can't just anyway.
What?
Is this something I can look up or can you send me?
I'll see if I can find one for you. Because
you don't gotta do it right now. But
yeah.
I wanna know what Fight Club in the Woods is all about.
Yeah. I think you're gonna be disappointed because it's very professionally done. Like the only thing.
Yeah, but still, just doing a sanctioned fight also in the woods is kind of funny to me.
Yeah.
It's got a real air of like Tekken to it, you know.
Not only does it feel like Tekken, some of it looks like Tekken because as long as you're in the same, I'm pretty sure, as long as y'all want to fight, they'll let y'all fight. And there's this one dude.
Oh, like old UFC rules.
Yeah, and
where you could be hundreds of pounds different.
I don't know how I've seen some weight differences. I don't know how egregious they let them get, but like it does seem there are some that are very one-sided, where you have to respect the heart of the other individual. You know what I mean? Like maybe when you weigh them in for heart, they weigh in the same. But as far as bodies, no.
Yeah, our weight class isn't weight; it's by passion.
And there was one dude who you know, especially sorry if this is the one that I find for you to send for you because I've only ever watched two. But he showed up. He showed up like he got the call, and he lives in the woods. And so he just walked out of his house because he had the most comfortable garb on. Like I'm pretty sure he had on pajama pants and then slippers. And so this man is doing his footwork in slippers, countering punches in slippers.
Real quick, I want you to imagine you're in the woods and then you encounter a man in slippers.
And you encounter a man in a sweater, pajama pants, and slippers swinging. Like,
because in that case, if you run into a man in a sweater, pajama pants, and slippers, the best case scenario is he was just teleported from somewhere else. It's unlikely, but that is your best case scenario. Worst case scenario is he is about to kill you.
Yeah, I don't know if you greet him with champ. You know what I mean? It would be a surprise if he was a champion of something.
Yeah. Whatever he's the champion in, the police have not found him yet.
Yeah. And then some of them, I think, are barefoot. Some of them decide to have on some type of shoe, like a boxing shoe or something. But they'll also do them based on, I think, the discipline. So it is kind of like old UFC, where now, obviously, because all of MMA having some knowledge about every single discipline is for the best, you see a lot less of people showing up with one discipline as their primary, and there are still people that do that in the woods.
Yeah.
Like they show up and they're like, I'm just going to do Taekwondo.
Yeah. Well, yeah, because early UFC, like MMA wasn't like super a thing yet.
No, it didn't even exist. Yeah.
Yeah. Early UFC wasn't, MMA wasn't a thing. It was literally fighting. You were the ultimate fighter.
Yeah. You would just
whatever-
show up and know how to
Whatever
box
type of
only.
fight, whatever type of fight you wanted to do, you would fight a someone, and then there you have it.
It
Like
was
now-
really beautiful. And now everyone thinks that they do everything.
Yeah, it was. I mean, beautiful's a word for it. I don't know.
Well, it just like,
Some of those early tapes I've ever seen are like, oh no.
yeah, they hadn't figured out
this-
the rules yet.
If they stop this fight a second later, this becomes a snuff film.
Yeah, yeah. But what I mean by beautiful is that it is cool to watch two actual types go at it, you know?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
that's even
Pure
remember
competition.
Yeah, yeah. Like the competition of like, oh, is because that's what they were trying to figure out in the beginning. Is boxing
Right.
better than Muay Thai? Is Kung Fu real? Like is like all that stuff.
Yeah, yeah.
And then jujitsu,
Which makes it a
won out
lot
for
like
while.
again like a Tekken or something,
Yeah, exactly.
where you have the character who's doing drunken boxing or whatever, and like you would have that in the original like Ultimate Fighting was just like a mishmash of ridiculous characters
Yes.
who are brought in from different realms with different styles to beat the shit out of each other for the entertainment of people who had VCRs.
Like, did you play Tekken growing up?
No, not really. I played more Mortal Kombat or Street Fighter. Didn't play a lot of Tekken.
Oh man. Okay.
That's
So-
why you tend to kick my ass anytime we're in an arcade and we play Tekken, because you're way more familiar than I am.
Yeah, but I'm not even the amount of money and the amount of clout that these new Tekken guys have is insane. It's actually troubling.
But we've watched some of the professional like Tekken are like, even though it's just a video game, you are kind of like, Jesus.
Yeah, and the crowds, they'll sell out an arena.
Yeah.
Imagine if my thumbs were that good. I just want good thumbs.
Just give me them good thumbs.
Like if you had real good thumbs, you could really make a living now. We're in a different era. If you come through with good thumbs, that's money.
Yeah, it used to be a phrase to say I'm all thumbs, and that used to be a bad thing. Now it's a good thing if you're all thumbs.
Yeah.
You ever heard that one?
No, I never
You ever
heard that.
It's an old one.
Oh, okay.
Saying you're all thumbs at something means you're like not delicate with it or whatever. It's an old timey phrase. But now,
Yeah, but now if
Shit,
I'm
if you're
all
all
thumbs
thumbs?
at Fortnite, if I'm all thumbs at Tekken, if I'm all thumbs at Street Fighter,
if I'm all thumbs, I'm a millionaire YouTuber. If I'm all thumbs,
I got a golden thumb.
can we start a streaming channel called All Thumbs?
I mean, it probably would be pretty great.
I think that'd be great.
That'd be very fun. And we could do even like the old games because you forget how, man, people who made games back in the day, so like Namco, Sega, all these places that made games back in the day didn't give a damn about kids.
No,
All those games were so hard. Like
so fucking hard.
like
so
past,
hard.
Past level 3, they were like unplayable.
They just wanted your quarters.
Yeah.
They didn't want you to have a good time. They wanted your quarters. It was a shakedown. It was kind of being held upside down by your ankles.
Yeah.
Is what some of those games were. Which I meant to text you actually. Speaking of old games, the Nintendo Switch, which we play every now and then, we're together on the road. They just added GoldenEye. So I got GoldenEye now for us to.
It looks like people about to get popped.
Yeah. It's about to our next video game video we make for Patreon is about to be fucking petty.
I don't even remember how to play.
All slappers. Oh, I'm always bad because it's always, especially the aiming is so horrible in that
Yeah.
game. I'm never used to it because I didn't own it when I was a kid, but all my friends had it, so I played it a lot and we get used to it. But it's not one I have a muscle memory for.
Oh,
I am not all thumbs with GoldenEye
yeah.
in the good way. I'm all thumbs in the bad way.
Yeah. It is funny how, do you remember the Nintendo 64 controller and how that was built?
Yeah,
We
It felt like a prank.
exactly. It's like looking back on it, there's so much nostalgia for the cartridges and for the controllers and everything. But I remember when I got it for Christmas Maybe like maybe I don't know. Maybe I was only a year late, but like I finally got one. I remember that and just being like blown away. And I got like 2 games with it, and I was just like I was losing my mind, right?
Yeah.
And still though, when I was holding it, I was like, this doesn't seem right. This is
Well, there's like 2 different ways to hold it because you have the 3 like prongs. Like some games you kind of need to be in the middle on the thing. The other one you need to be sometimes on 2. I don't know. I always had to relearn how to use that controller every time because I never owned one. Mm-hmm. But you owned an N64?
I owned a Nintendo 64, and then I didn't own another gaming system for years because it was just I did not have the money. And finally, I won a PS2.
Oh, we talked about this
And
on
then
something.
that
It was a
was-
video I think we did.
Yeah, and then that was the last thing that I owned.
What'd you win it in? What'd you win a PS2 doing?
It was a walk run event or something. And I got the most signatures for like me doing 3 miles, or I'm trying to remember what it was, but it was something like that where I needed signatures. And I needed people to pledge, $5, $10, whatever. And and I just put in work because in my head I was like, this is the only way that I'm gonna get a PS2 ever.
Wow.
In my mind, I wasn't even going to grow up and buy my own. I was like, if I ever want one, it has to be
now or
now.
never.
It has to be this. Yeah.
That's an awesome way to get it, though.
Yeah. And I remember it was like it was honestly like one of my, when you talk about top 100, because I won't put it in the top 10 because that sounds too sad, but like one of my top 100 favorite memories. Oh, no. That was my camera.
Your camera turning off?
Yeah. But one of my top 100 just favorite memories, period, was
in the video. We'll just put the wood guy from Tekken.
Yeah, Moko-chan.
on your half of the video. It'll be that guy.
And I brought it home, and I remember it played DVDs, and up until then, my mom and I couldn't watch DVDs because we didn't have a DVD player.
Oh, okay.
And they were too expensive to buy. And so there were just all these movies that were passing us by. And I remember when my mom was so excited for me and how like happy I was and everything, that I don't remember if I borrowed it or if she bought it. We must have borrowed it because I don't remember watching it. Maybe she bought it. Anyway, we watched Spider-Man on my PS2.
Ooh.
And my mom was like, oh my gosh, this is so cool. Thank you for winning this, Josh. And I was like so proud. I was like, oh man, this is the coolest, because it was like, even my mom was like, this is pretty dope. You know what I mean?
That's a good story. I like that.
Yeah. That was like, I think that was the thing that really was a turning point where I was like, anything to like take care of my mom or anything that my mom needed. I was like, ever like that, and then the groceries.
So you kept buying her PS2s, and she's like, honey, this is not.
Yeah, this isn't helping.
This is not. You took the wrong thing from this. I don't need all these PlayStation 2s.
Yeah, but no, I was like, bringing in the groceries for my mom one time, because one time I just surprised her because I was still fairly young. I was like kind of little, and we actually didn't get that much. And so she was getting out of the car and opening the door, and when she turned around, I was right behind her with all 4 bags that I could not carry. Like I was just like, "Ah!" Like I was going to give myself a hernia. And she was like, like it was so heartwarming for her that I was like, oh, then I need to do this all the time. And I think that PS2 thing really was like a turning point where I was like, oh yeah, I like taking care of my mom, and I like doing my best to like, I don't know how you describe it, but like anything I can do to spoil my mom, I'm always very excited to do because it gives me that same feeling as I had with that PS2, because it wasn't that bad, but just not. This is gonna sound melodramatic, but like it was starting to affect me a little bit of like not even having a DVD player, because now I don't even know what anyone's talking about. Like when it comes to
you're missing
movies,
a lot of pop culture at that point,
dude.
yeah.
It's like you don't want to ever not have money to the point where you're not from now. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're so broke you're from before. Yeah, I get that.
Yeah,
I get that.
So that was one of my big things.
Yeah.
Where I was like,
That's so great too, because especially in that era of like the PlayStation 2, like that was the, you know, there was like a decade there where it was constantly talking about, you know, having video game systems like that were ruining children, you know, and there was, you know, putting time limits on it, making sure your kids weren't going to be psychos or whatever. You know what I mean? So the fact that you had the complete opposite experience where your mom was like, this PlayStation 2 fucking rules.
Yeah.
That's it's like, it's really great that you had the opposite experience to that in every way.
Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely.
That your mom was like, I'm so glad that you got this.
Yeah. Yeah. Because I mean, Tony Hawk Pro Skater. I was playing all of it. I was up on all of it by then.
PS2 was a good system. PS2 was a really good system.
And it's
that is
easy.
one. Some of my favorite games are still on that system.
Yeah, it's easy to get nostalgic over it, but I think genuinely what also makes it great is someone pointed this out to me last month. Actually, it was while we were in Denver. A friend pointed out to me that one of the reasons we hold those games in such high regard is because it was our last time owning games.
Like physical copies?
Physical copies, because the thing that could happen, I'm not saying it's will, I'm not saying it's like some conspiracy theorist thing, but I'm just saying like what could actually happen now is that if something happened to like a database or a server or, you know, whatever with a gaming system, you might not be able to play a game that you own.
Yeah, because especially now, like, you know, I'm even behind a little bit because I have a PS4 and not a PS5, and it's like, I think I own 3 hard copies, but I own like a shitload of games on it. Like, yeah, if the computer decides I don't get those anymore, that's the decision.
And updates. There were no updates. It was like they made a good game and then they put it out.
I think it's also, that was the perfect generation of where games started getting more, I guess, more specialized. I'm not sure what the right word is, but like they were getting, you know, that's when we started having like the dual stick stuff. Like you started doing, you know, using one to move, one to look around kind of stuff was in that generation. And I realized if you miss that generation, people who didn't play games during that generation and you give them a game now, they freak out. They have no idea how to handle games now, because I've done that where I didn't realize, I'm like, if you didn't grow up playing games and you try to sit down at a game now as like someone our age, your brain almost can't comprehend it.
Yeah.
And so much of it stems from like that era of console. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's like, if you didn't get used to it, because that's like Jess, even she gets, if anything first person or any game that has a camera that moves, she gets sick if she watches it.
Yeah.
Because she didn't play those games then. It's like you have to, because I'm like, why wouldn't you get motion sick? I've just done it for years.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
You know?
I'm with you. Well, dude, are you ready to open up the mailbag?
Give me 1 sec. We're about to do that. Hi, Jess. I heard her coming. Do you need to walk through quick? Because sometimes she's...
I've got a fun story you guys could talk about.
Well, we're about to wrap this episode up, but if you... What happened?
Have you ever heard of a milk and molasses enema?
No.
Woogie boo.
Woogie boo is what he said. A milk and molasses enema?
Yeah.
That sounds like, you know, when they clearly run out of names for like specialized IPAs, and they're like, oh, this is demon anus fist, and you know what I mean? They just start putting words together. That's what that sounds like.
Yeah, it works.
Ugh.
That's what I was cleaning up before I came home.
That's what I was cleaning up before I came home. She just said.
Okay, thanks for stopping by, hon.
You're welcome. I love you.
Love you. Your job's gross. I'm glad you do it, but everything's bad about it. Should we keep that in the episode?
Let's yeah, let's do it. Let's oh God, open up the mailbag. I gotta go try to eat nachos now.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, this has been a strange episode. All right, here we go. Let me see. Opening up the mailbag. This is our email, joshjohnsonshow@gmail.com. You can email us questions or stories or topic ideas, and we love to read them there. Here's one. This is from Kaylin, and the title is called Storytime Request. Hey, Toontown and Squeaks. I'm a longtime listener, first-time emailer to the show. I've probably listened to every episode about 3 times. I will never get used to that.
Yeah, that's amazing.
People have been telling us that for 3 years. I'll never get used to it. Y'all are my favorite thing about Thursdays. Well, as per usual, I was re-listening to an old episode, episode 48, Little Joshy is Kidnappable, while changing my cat's litter, and Josh mentioned an old improv troupe he was kicked out of. I don't believe Josh ever told this story, and I was hoping he would indulge the listeners. On a side note, Josh singing Vindicated at the end of episode 125, our last episode, Don't Meth with Crack, is my new favorite thing to say to myself alone and unprompted. Never fails to make me smile, LOL. Anyway, hope y'all are well. Truly cannot express how much this show means to me. See y'all next Thursday. Thank you, Kaylin. That was a very lovely email.
That was dope.
This improv troupe, I don't know if we've really talked about it.
Yeah, I will talk about it, but it is longer than, in order to really tell it, it is longer than.
Okay.
Yeah.
So let's put that on the docket. Maybe next episode. Should we try to dig into?
Yeah, maybe so. Yeah.
Because we could probably do, because we both did improv. There's probably improv stories we could fill an episode with. Maybe do something like that. Okay. So I know that's always sometimes annoying that we get asked the thing and we're like, cool, we'll talk about it later.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
But okay, so we'll get to that. But thank you so much for that email. And then this one here, this is from Gabe, and great podcast with a great host. The title says, hey guys, love the podcast, but I just wanted to ask, why isn't it called the Logan Nielsen Show? I mean, Josh is funny, I guess, but Logan is obviously superior. I mean, compared to Logan, Josh is barely even there, but they spelled it like bear in that pun that you love.
Oh, God.
I'm just kidding, parentheses, maybe. I love both of you, and I love the show. 1 million out of 20 jangles. Sorry about your brain, King. Gabe, and then I love they give a pronunciation key, and it just says, pronounce like the word gay. Then you add a B sound.
Wow.
Thank you, Gabe. I appreciate that, because I know this episode 2 is going to get some hate because I talked a lot, and some people hate that. So some of our listeners are not a fan of me being a part of the show, but so I appreciate that.
Yeah, and thank you so much, Gabe, and thank all of you. Thank you for listening to the Josh Johnson Show. We had a great time recording. I hope you had a great time listening. All that I ask of y'all in this episode is, if you enjoy the show, just tell one friend. Just tell a friend about it, so we can hopefully make more people laugh in the new year. Come out every Thursday, wherever you get your podcast. You already know that if you're listening. And if you're looking for Logan,
you can follow me on Instagram at Logan M. Nielsen. And if you want bonus stuff that we do, because we make some videos, we do some side podcasts, we do a bunch of goofy stuff over at our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. And like we mentioned earlier in the episode, we do monthly live shows. So come join us. We tell stories we've never told in the show before. We interact with people and have a generally chaotic time. We literally just finished recording January's before we started recording this. And it was one of the more off the rail ones we've had, I would say.
Yeah.
it was pretty chaotic, but it's a whole different vibe over on that. And we're touring this year, so keep an eye on all the links are down. We put so many links down there. They all lead to important information.
Yeah.
How's that?
Thank you all so much for listening. I hope you have a great rest of the day, and I hope you have a great weekend.
And I hope you have a great trip to Australia, Josh.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, it's gonna be great. One assumes.
I'd like to assume.
There's so many spiders there.
Don't. Hey, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. It really supports the channel. Hit the bell notification because apparently it's the only way YouTube will tell you that something happened. And just tell a friend. That's the biggest thing you could do. Just tell one person in your life that you like, maybe you don't like, that this video happened to you.
We release the podcast every Thursday on all the podcast apps, so you should find us there and subscribe on those and comment and leave reviews and whatever on all of them. And also, if you want bonus stuff, you can join our Patreon, patreon.com/Josh Johnson Show. We have bonus podcasts and videos and stuff there, and we'd love to see you